Anybody that doesn't know what the Norseman is, it was a collaborative guitar made with Evenstad music.
Hello guys, hope you're all well. My name is Guillaume, as usual. I'm still at Thomann, and today I'm with my good friend Rabea.
Hello.
Trying out the Norseman by Chapman Guitars.
We released this at NAMM this year.
So it's a reiteration of the Norseman as we knew it.
Yeah, we had two versions before. We had like a sort of charcoal burst and a red one. Yep. And they were really popular guitars, and we decided to overhaul them for the new range in 2018. So we released this. Now this has a name, I forget the name of the colour, it's like Midgardsormen or something. And I only know what Midgard is because I just played God of War on the PS4, and obviously they're running around in Midgard. So I'm like, oh right, that makes sense.
That's where it comes from. Oh cool.
To put it simply, there's a black one and a white one.
Yeah, that's it.
So this is the black one. I guess the things to sort of note that are very similar to the older versions are, like, for example, the stain we use on the mahogany neck and body, which is
mahogany neck.
Looks very similar from the back. We changed the colour on the front. We've got stainless steel frets, ebony board, mahogany neck, Floyd Rose 1000 series original. We've got a Canadian quilted maple top, 5mm, which you can see.
Thick.
That's genuine, you know, that's not like a veneer.
The double C thick.
Yeah. It's not a veneer, you know, this is actually quilted maple, which is really cool. These are the Chapman Stentorian humbuckers, which they come on the V and stuff like that. And basically it's like 14.1 output on the bridge and around 8 point something on the neck. You can coil split it.
That's cool.
Three-way toggle, volume. We added a spoon cut on the front and the back. Little tiny details to improve what we felt we could from the older models. Truss rod adjustment at the bottom here on the wheel. You just pick it up and it's like, oh yeah, it's nice. Yeah. It just plays. So
that's why it's what we were saying earlier. It's just like any Chapman guitar, you just pick it up and just the way the neck is shaped and the way that it's done, it's always super comfortable. I
should have said also it's a bolt-on, which is nice because I don't know if many people, I guess, are aware the difference between like a neck through, set through, or bolt-on, but bolt-on's got more, it's snappier because for some reason to do with the timbre between the body and the neck, when you put bolts through it and it's two separate pieces, it changes the resonance of the neck, which gives you a snappier tone on top of ebony, so it is nice and articulate. Although these pickups are nice and warm, you know, they're kind of mid-output.
You still get the, well, can we get some of those pickups?
Yeah, you can, so yeah. All right, so let me show you some stuff. Running through the Victory VX Kraken, because it's my bay.
It's a boom.
And I've got on the board, I've got a big Strymon Big Sky and Timeline, which I use myself in the loop, running a POG in the front, and a Old Blood Noise Endeavours fuzz that I've never heard. Well, I heard it yesterday for the first time. It's pretty savage, in a good way. This is the bridge pickup. Has a Floyd Rose, you've got to use it every now and again.
Yeah.
So it can do, you know, like a lot of humbucker guitars with splits, you know, you get all those tones in it. It's nothing you don't know already. But I like the pickups because they're kind of mid-range output. If you know, like they're not super high output and they're not low output, but they're just, you know, depending on the rig you put through it.
Those coming out super nicely on the neck pickups because you still had that sort of creamy kind of, you know, you can get the creamy lead tones out of it, but it was still super dynamic and not overly compressed or anything. Super. It's a good in between. You know, it's just
that's the thing with neck pickups. You know, like when you dig in. If I didn't dig in, I'll put the reverb back on. Or because of the like you say, the lack of compression in it, it means you. And suddenly it gives you that bite, that bluesy bite thing, which I love. So, I mean, to be honest, there's not much more to say about it. I guess we got Hipshot open gear tuners. They're not locking. We had a prototype where we put locking tuners on a locking nut guitar. And it was like, it's completely pointless. Why did you do that? So we took them away. These are open gear, nice. It's just one of those little details.
Look glorious.
Yeah. If you're looking for a modern player's guitar that's quite forgiving in the way it feels to play, it's got a good amount of output, so you can do lead, you can do hard rock rhythms, and then mess around with a whammy bar, then it's definitely a good choice.
Yeah. I guess to address all the people who ask you why you got rid of your Floyd on your signature model, I reckon that's also a valid kind of solution. If they really need that Floyd, it's really good to see one on such a versatile kind of instrument.
Yeah, like I played Floyd Roses for so many years, and not necessarily doing whammy bar stuff. I just got used to the feel and everything about it. So I've always had it on my guitars, and then took it off mine. But yeah, it's nice that we have double humbucker, you know, S-type in the range with a Floyd. I did forget one really, really important thing, which is that this guitar used to be quite heavy. Used to weigh quite a lot.
Yeah, true.
So one of the things we made sure we did on this model was we chose a species of mahogany that was a lot lighter. So this guitar is, you know, average kind of electric guitar weight now, which is, you know, as far as we're concerned, way better, because you can do a full gig with this and it's not gonna start hurting your shoulder or anything. So
first runs of Rob's, the Rob's signature guitar were like that, super heavy as
pretty chunky.
And he was always saying, well, you know, I'm a big dude. I'm a big dude, so I don't mind the heavy guitar. But like, I'm not a big dude, and I really mind. So that's just like, that's super cool. But
that's pretty much it.
Fantastic guitar. Well, man, thank you very much for just stopping by, showing us the one.
It's all right. If you want to get one of these or try them out, obviously Thomann stock them. So.
Yeah.
You know, it's worth pointing out as well at Thomann that these are what's the retail on this? About 999 euros.
That's ridiculous.
When you know, if you pick one up and you hold one, you have a little go, you go, oh, fair enough. Like, that's a decent price.
Stainless steel and the Floyd and the pickups and the finish, the thickness of the top, the everything. It's not a grand worth of guitar. You get a ton more of that.
You do. Yeah, that's one of the things that's cool about Chapman. I mean, I know I'm involved in Chapman Guitars, but just being a fan of guitar and a player of guitars for many years, one of the things I personally like is that we just can make a really good spec that doesn't cost ridiculous amounts. So it's a good reason to try us out.
Definitely. Thank you so much, man.
It's all right,
dude. Thank you guys very much for watching. As usual, I've been Guillaume here at Thomann. That was Mr. Rabea Massaad with the Norseman by Chapman Guitars. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.